Looks like the game's media is at it again, showing their unconditional simpery towards another Zelda game, lauding it as Game of the Year already with 9s and 10s across the board. And Nintendrones, of course, are eating this game up because they're deluded into thinking they have nothing better to play. Well, you're all wrong. That's right, I'm here to tell you the truth about Tears of the Kingdom because I am the most trusted source for reviews. Not those hipster hacks at Polygon or Kotaku. Not that impotent fake rager Angry Joe. Not that insufferable twat Jim Stephanie Sterling. Me. And I'll prove it in this video. Starting with the undeniable fact that you've already played Tears of the Kingdom. If you've already played Breath of the Wild. Which is also a bad game, by the way. A lot of brain-dead Xbox and PlayStation fanboys are crying about this game being glorified DLC, but in reality, it doesn't even deserve to be called DLC. It's actually just the same exact game with a few insignificant changes, and you all got fooled into paying $70 for it, which puts you on the same low level as the brain-dead Sony ponies who pay $70 for their overrated, slightly interactive movies. But at least those interactive movies look decent when they're not trying to intentionally make everyone look ugly, while Tears of the Kingdom looks like a messy child's finger painting by comparison, with its ugly-ass constant washed-out filter that's really just trickery to mask how bad it really looks. And despite that, you still can't even play the game at 30 FPS because it tanks so hard it looks like I'm watching a slideshow most of the time. Yet for some reason, everyone excuses this game for it, while trashing games like Redfall and Forspoken, which are obviously better Game of the Year contenders, just saying. Cope and sneed harder, Nintendo shills. While we're at it, let's talk about the story. It's bad, obviously. Breath of the Wild story was bad, and this is the same game, so it's also bad. I'm not spoiling anything because you should see how bad it is yourself. Yeah, that's right. I won't be sparing you the suffering on this one. Haha. Enjoy exploring the same tedious locations all over again. Enjoy those plot twists that are so obvious even a blind baby could see them coming. Enjoy yet another boring-ass Nintendo-ass good versus evil story that we've heard a billion times. And there's no interesting or well-written characters to make up for it either, just like Breath of the Wild. Everyone is boring, irritating, or just exists to queerbait for all the idiots, fujoshis, and game journalists to obsess over for the slightest crumb of cheap pandering. The horrible American voice acting is back and terrible yet again, especially Zelda's voice. Dear God, woman, just shut the hell up. And Ganondorf, what the hell is this green-ass, goblin-ass motherfucker? Seriously, they turned a cool character into a lame goblin boy with a katana. Frickin' boring weeb shit. And lastly, the gameplay. Breath of the Wild was already a ripoff of a vastly superior game, Fortnite. The new insignificant changes we got in Tears of the Kingdom are just ripoffs of more Fortnite mechanics, Roblox, and one of the best games ever made, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's not surprising, given that Nintendo can't make anything interesting on their own, so they have to try and plagiarize as much as they can. Gone are Nintendo's glory days of innovation and greatness with games like Paper Mario Sticker Star, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, and Metroid Prime Federation Force. With all that said, I hope I saved you that $70 plus tax or whatever with this honest review. Don't let the media fool you. Tears of the Kingdom is the worst game of 2023, possibly one of the worst games of all time. 7 out of 10. No, I haven't played it yet. I'm trying to get a job at IGN.